everyone, this is going to be a quick step-by-step video on how to teach the cute trick, say your prayers. If you have a big dog with scratchy nails, then you might want your dog to do the trick on a chair or a bed. But if you have a very tiny dog or a very soft, gentle dog, you can have the dog do the trick on your arm. So the first step is getting 2 paws up on your arm, and you can decide if you want your dog in the sitting position like this or standing up. Get it? Like that. A very easy way to do it if you have a little dog is you're just going to lure them onto an obstacle or up onto your leg. So you're going to say, get it, and then see if they might think to put their feet up. Good. Get it, Cloudy. Good. Get it. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Paws up. Good. Okay. Good. So I'm also reinforcing her for getting off of my arm so there's no confusion. The next part of the trick can be quite tricky as you go to lure your dog's head under your arm to say their prayers, they're going to probably take their paws off your arm. Unless you have a dog with really long paws and they're really comfortable resting them on your arm. Okay, or on a bed or a chair. So one thing you can do, paws up, is Epic, paws up, good, is first practice moving the treat up and down at a distance, good. So the dog is getting used to your hand gesture and not thinking to back off of your arm. Good. So they're getting used to you moving your hand and then getting a treat for keeping their feet up. Good. And now I'm going to try and move my hand down and then get her a treat from underneath. So she moved one foot off. Come here. And she said, that's kind of weird. Can you do paws up? Paws up? Good. And that was the first time that I got her to keep her paws up. So I'm going to just practice feeding her underneath my arm like that. Paws up. Good. 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 So now I'm marking her for putting her head under my arm, expecting the treat. So for me, I call this cover. So I'm going to say cover and then move my hand underneath. Good. And mark the moment that she puts her head under. If she keeps taking her foot off, I'm not going to reinforce more than one time. And then I'm going to make it easier so that, good. She's just doing a tiny movement. Good. But the feet are still staying on my arm. So she said, I've had enough of that. So did you see how she backed away and she was like, I don't know if I like this. I'm just going to throw a reset treat to keep her in the game, lure her into the sit, give her a reinforcement for that, and paws up. This is a new trick, paws up. So I'm asking for multiple behaviors she's never done before, and so I'm going to give her a treat for every behavior as she's learning. But if you were doing training sessions with your own dog and they'd never done paws up first, you want to work first on a really nice, strong paws up behavior, which she already had. Ready? Good. Both paws. Good. Cover. Okay. Good. Yes, that was it. Paws up. Good. So Bliss is the type, unlike Epic, where he finds it really easy to put all his weight on my arm. It's harder for him to get his feet up, but once they're up, they're up. So for him, it's going to be really easy to lower his head under my arm and back up. So I don't need to spend multiple sessions on just feeding him under there. He's really good at that. So I can start moving the treat from further away. Good. To teach him the behavior. If you're having the problem where your dog is resting just too much weight on your arm, you could use a prop, or you could also work on sit pretty first so that the dog can learn to balance and not put all that weight on your arm. Paws up. Good. Cover. Okay. So now I'm adding the cue. So I'm going to say the cue, cover, and then I'm going to move the treat down like this, but he didn't, good. He didn't put his head underneath because he knows chin, so he thought it might be chin. So you could say, are you sad? And then do the head down, and then you could say your prayers. And put some cute little storyline to what the dog's doing to anthropomorphize them, and then lots of people will think it's super cute. Say your prayers. Good. Mr. Bliss here doesn't know this trick, so he's learning it too. So if I wanted it on just the one cue, I would say your prayers, and then I would say paws up. And you can see he's not ready for that step yet. So I'm going to show you again. I'm going to say your prayers, and then I'll say paws up, and then do this. Good. So it might be the cues is say your prayers, I do this, and then I do that, and then I fade it. So it finally becomes say your prayers, and then I put my arm up. Can you think to offer your footy? Ready? Like that. And then a little hand gesture to get the head to duck like that. Good. Oh, you're very heavy. Both paws. Ready? Both paws. So for Mr. Bliss here, the hardest part is lifting all the weight off the ground, and that's the part of the trick that we're going to focus on. Ready? Both paws. Good. So I might just do sessions of that. Both paws. Good. And now let's see if he might offer it. Both paws. Here we go. Ready? Good. So that's offering, where I put my arm out and he puts his paws up. Say your prayers. Good. Say your prayers. He's like, how low should I go? How low should I go? If you like this tutorial, check out the description below for how to teach sit pretty, as well as, if your dog's more advanced, to cover their nose. Good job.